I've realised I need to start filming when it's light outside because this bit always looks so dark in my videos and it winds me up, you know. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here today. If you are new here, then hello, welcome, I'm Mads. Please subscribe if you haven't already and join my little family. Not so little anymore, but you know. And if you are returning and you are one of my babes, one of my OGs, then thank you so much for being here once again. My eye is sticking together. Oh. In today's video, we have another boy dilemma, boy talk, boy situation. I feel like we've all established now that boys are dumb. Boys are stupid. Well, I'm not going to tar all boys with the same brush, but the majority, I'm sweating, the majority, not so good. So I've got a bunch of different dilemmas. I've got that many that I'm going to have to do a part 3. This is getting crazy, but every single time I do one, people add me on Snapchat and just go in. They go in. I love that you guys just feel like you can talk to me though. That is just the best thing ever. Okay, so I'm just going to jump straight into it. This is such a chilled out video. If you're new here to my channel, then this is how we do things. We do things extra chill, you know. So if you don't like it, then I'm sorry about that. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, let's open this together. Oh, your baby is so cute. And you're fit, by the way. Anyway, so basically, any advice, tips on how to deal with insecurities, mainly through social media. Recently saw my fiance on a naughty page on Instagram, and I kicked off. Felt awful about myself initially, thinking I'm not sexy enough, etc, etc. Bear in mind we have a baby together and are engaged. I find it so hard not to go wild thinking about things he could be doing on social media, DMs, etc. He is the one who seems to have an issue with self-respect in pictures and outfits, yet he looks at half-naked girls. Boys are like that. I know this is so, it's infuriating, but boys unfortunately just do that. Like, boys just like girls, and they just can't control themselves, can they? Like, get a grip of yourself. But boys are just like that, I think, which is just really annoying. But do not feel down about yourself, one, because I've just seen a picture of you and girl, I don't know, guys like to sexualize women and it really, really frustrates me. But I think that bit at the end when you said that he has an issue with you like posting certain pictures on Instagram or wherever on social media with like certain outfits, and yet he looks at half-naked girls. I think that says a lot about his thoughts about you, because the women he will look at on social media, he will just do that to kind of I don't really want to say it, but guys just do that. Guys just like to look at that kind of thing. They'll send it to the mates. I'm not a big fan of it myself. If I caught Patrick doing that, I'd be like, babes, come on, what are you doing? Come on now. But that shows that he has a lot of respect for you, that he wouldn't want you to do that. So he's not viewing this girl like, oh my god, I want to be with her. Do you know what I mean? And I know it's frustrating, and I would probably talk to him about it and be like, listen, I'm not comfortable with you looking at that because it makes me feel like this. Because clearly he has a lot of respect for you if he doesn't want you posting like half-naked pictures on the gram, you know? So I would just have a conversation and be like, listen, what are you doing? Babes, come on, look at what you've got over here. Okay, so the next one. So basically, there's a boy who I like. He likes me too. We were chatting at one point and then drifted apart. But he says he still likes me and I like him, but he can't be arsed with anything, in brackets, relationship. So I allow that, but he texts me saying he misses me but doesn't want to do anything about it. Lots of mixed signals. What do I do? By the way, I adore you. I think you're amazing, both on money. Oh, Manchester gal, love you gal. Boys are like the worst for mixed signals, aren't they? The amount of mixed signals I've got in my day, you know. Oh, mixed signals are the worst things in the world, and girl, trust me, I have been there. To be honest, I mean, I always say with things like this, with most of the boy dilemmas that I get, I'm like, cut them off, just get rid, see ya, bye-bye, in a bit, bye. But, bye. But it's easier said than done, isn't it? Because in that situation, I would be like to my friend, oh, just get rid of him, like, what an idiot. Block him, and let me just say, there is no better feeling than ignoring a text. Once you've ignored a text from someone like him, someone who you've got mixed signals from and hasn't really treated you very nicely, ignoring someone, will give you the power like no other. You will feel like the strongest person. It's the best thing ever. Like, seriously, take it from a woman who knows, you know. But if I was saying it to my friend, obviously I'd be like, just get rid, but it's not as easy as that. So I would just say to him next time he says that he misses you, like, please don't text me like saying these things if you're not going to go through with anything, because my feelings are getting caught up and, you know, I'm not feeling great about it. So I would just tell him, and if he's an idiot back, then that shows his true colours, but he should want to be with you, babes. Boys, these boys, you should just find someone who wants to be with you and is obsessed with you. But unfortunately, we just go for bad boys. Like, girls just like a bad boy, don't they? We look at someone and we're like, are you going to mess my life up? Yep, I love you. It's a good job I found a good un, eh? You'll find your good un. Okay, so the next one, I broke up with my boyfriend last year because he wasn't supporting me. Good for you, gal. We got back together in the end, and still to this day he brings it up how I left him and how much I hurt him. No. All it does is bring me down and makes me feel like I'm a bad person. I completely understand that. I can't cope with it anymore. All he's doing is making things negative for me, but letting go seems harder than holding on. What should I do? I understand this. That's kind of like emotional blackmail. Well, it's not a blackmail, but it's emotional abuse. I wouldn't say abuse, that's too far, but you know what I'm trying to get at. That's kind of emotionally torturing you because you're feeling like a bad person and you shouldn't feel like a bad person. If someone's not right for you at the time, you have every right, you are in your rights to break up with that person. If they're not supporting you, of course. If Patrick wasn't supporting me, we wouldn't be together. And that wouldn't make me feel bad because he should be supporting me. I'm his girl, well, I'm his fiance, so he should be supporting me, you know what I mean? So do not feel bad about that at all. And if he brings it up, I would be like, well, you wasn't treating me the way I wanted to be treated. You didn't love me in the way I wanted to be loved at the time. Now you do, and it's amazing, but you can't blame me for going after what I want and being a strong person, if you know what I mean. And he should back down eventually. I mean, a year on. I would even say to him as well, come on, it's been a year. It's been a year. So are we going to move on? Are we going to live in the past? Because that's the one thing you can't do. You cannot live in the past. Myself have made mistakes, Patrick's made mistakes, and if we lived in the past with those mistakes, trust me, we wouldn't be where we are today. A relationship just doesn't work like that. So I would just bring it up and be like, I don't want to hear about it anymore, you know? Just stop, you know? By the way, I have so many of these screenshotted, so I will, if I don't answer it in this one, I will answer it at some point, promise. Okay, so I started speaking to this boy over a year ago. We were never fully official together, but he would lie a lot and I would catch him out. Bad signs, bad signs. He would always come back and apologise. There's another girl and I feel like he's in love with her, but she doesn't want to be with him, so he comes back to me when things go wrong with her. I need advice on how to stay away and stop talking to him back. Okay, so I don't want to sound... I'm going to try and put this in the nicest way possible, but to me it just sounds like you're his second option and that's not good enough. You are so much better than a second option. You are so much better than a second option, girl. So much better than a second option. Get rid. And I know the question was, I need advice on how to stay away, but I would just say to him, you're not even worth my time. Oh, what an idiot. This girl doesn't want him for a reason, babes, and get on board with her. Be best friends with her and be like, sis, I don't want him either. Because I think when he loses you, I think you will be surprised on how he will chase you. Like, he will chase you. Boys like things that they can't get. So because he can't get this girl, sorry, I'm like getting hungry. Because he can't get this girl and he can get you, you're like the easy option for now. Whereas if you become unavailable, trust me when I say this guy's gonna chase you and you're gonna be like, oh, well, hello, I don't want you anymore, boo. I've always said second option is just not good enough, and I would say to him, I would actually just say to him, I wouldn't even block him, I wouldn't ignore him, I'd just be like, I don't want you anymore, but put it in a better term, you know. Okay, so this is a good one. I feel like a lot of us have been in a situation like this. I like this boy, but I don't know if he likes me back. We talk every day, but I don't know what to do, whether to be straight up or just see what happens. Love you, Mads. Love you too, babes. And I would be straight up. I think life is too short to carry something like that on and develop feelings more and more every single day, and then you get to the point where you kind of want something and then the guy's like, hold on, I thought we were just friends, you know? So I think the sooner you get that awkward conversation out of the way, of course it's awkward, I know. Being straight up with someone is awkward AF, but if you get it over and done with, then at least you're on the right track, I guess. So I'd just say, babes, we've been talking a while now, I've developed feelings, have you developed feelings? If not, cool, we'll just carry on as friends, but I'm just wondering what you're thinking, you know? I always say try and do it as casually as possible so you don't look like, if the guy's like, oh well, I thought we were just friends, you don't feel like, oh, I'm such an idiot. I've been in them situations where I'm like, oh, I love you, and then they're like, love these boy dilemmas, love these boy talks, they're great. You know what, we need to get one of the girls on the channel to get like a second opinion, because every girl thinks differently, don't they? I feel like I've got quite a big ego with boys. Okay, so I really like this one. Money, should he buy everything like meals, etc.? No. No. Maybe the first date, fair enough. If he offers to pay, then I'd be like, sweet. But second date, mama's paying. Even if he didn't offer on the first date, I would never be offended. Never in my life be offended. I'm an independent woman and I pay my own way in life. So I never understood the term like, oh, I'm going to marry a rich man when I'm older, or what? Make your own money. What is with this mentality that men make the money, men bring the bacon home? No. We're not living in the 20th, wait, we are living in the 20th century. 19th century. I don't know what century we're living in, but it's the 21st, that's what century we're living in. So yeah, of course, I think it's nice to treat each other. Like Patrick will sometimes take me out on a date and he pays for everything. I will take him out on a date and pay for everything. I mean, we're both very, very lucky to be financially stable now and be able to treat each other a lot, so that's just a blessing. But I think there's nothing wrong with supporting each other, but I wouldn't rely on the other person, if that makes sense, especially like 4 years into the relationship. But even on first dates and stuff, I just don't think you should rely on the male to pay. I just think that's so old school, and I don't know, I really don't think it's right. I know guys will insist on paying, but I will insist back. It's nice for a guy to pay, of course, and if they insist that much, then I'll be like, right, okay. But I don't think he has to pay for every single meal, you know? I've been speaking to this boy for about a week and I do actually have feelings for him, and there's someone at the door. Wow. It's my boy dilemma. It's actually not a dilemma, but you know. Hold on, babes. Oh, I've lost it. Okay, so my ex keeps popping up in my life and I still like him, but he has a girlfriend and cheats on her constantly. He sounds like the biggest idiot ever. My light changed. The biggest idiot ever. I don't think it's a good idea to keep in contact with an ex, if I'm honest, so I would just try and block him off everything. Even though you like him, it's super annoying, I know, but I mean, even if he's cheating on his current girlfriend, you don't want to be with him. You really, really don't want to be with him. Just, that's all I'm going to say on that. Just get rid. Get rid. What does it mean when a boy leaves you on red for a whole day? Oh, girl, the audacity. The audacity of some of these boys. What? Leaving me on red? I wouldn't read into it too much, because I feel like I've read into stuff Patrick's done before and then felt really bad for it afterwards.
She's psycho, bruv. Psycho.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't read into it too much if it's happened once, whereas if it happens a lot, then I would leave him on red for another day. I'd be like, I'd give the worst advice because I have such a big ego with boys, so I kind of play it tit for tat. But if I was given proper advice and I was doing it for my friend, then I would just say if he does it quite often, then I'd just be like, do you not want to talk to me or something? Because, you know, I've got other boys waiting in line to talk to, so. Oh my days. I would actually say that as well. I wouldn't waste your time on someone if they can't even be bothered texting you back. That's just, no. Who even does that these days? Actually, a lot of people do that these days, but yeah. I don't think it means anything. It might mean he's just really busy, and like I said, I wouldn't read into it too much because, you know, things happen, but if he does it a lot, then that's when I'd be getting worried. Some of these are so funny. Okay, so this last one absolutely infuriated me. I'm gonna have to take a sip because I'm hot. I'm getting hot. So me and this boy have been talking for about 2 months. We met up at a party and then stayed overnight. Because me and him didn't do bits together, I'm guessing that means like sexual bits, he stopped speaking to me all of a sudden and told his friends if we would have done stuff that he would have carried on speaking to me. How vile is that? I am appalled that a guy would do that. He is not worth your time in the slightest. If you've only met him that one time, why? Of course you're not going to do that with him. Meeting someone for the first time and they're expecting you to do whatever? No. A guy like that is not worth your time. He's not even worth a thought. He's not even worth anything. Like, that is so dumb. I bet he's young. Like, this sounds like a young guy to me because, I mean, guys probably do this now at my age, but to me that just sounds like a little kid. Listen to me going in. I'm about to go in on this guy because there's nothing I hate more than guys that will only speak to a girl for that thing. What even is that? What even? Because they just mess with your emotions. Oh, boys, listen, babe, it's not worth your time. Don't even stress about it anymore. I want you to stop thinking about it. I know that's not going to happen probably, but if you can, please try and keep your mind off him because he is bad news. Let me tell you, there's a lot of boys out there that are exactly the same and they are bad news, so cut it off. So guys, that concludes this video. I really hope you enjoyed it just as much as the last one. I love doing these videos. I love talking crap about boys. It's the best thing ever. Although not all boys are bad. Some of them in this video actually seemed very, very nice. So we'll give them a little break. But some of them, like the last one, they just need backhanding. So if you did like this video or want to see more, especially with some friends, maybe with Patrick, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you're not already, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Love you!